People in the village used to say that this house doesn't scare anyone, it stops them. And when the Sharma family moved into it, no one knew that this time the house would finally be complete. At the far end of the village stood a house that was neither very old nor broken, just empty for years. Some said it felt uncomfortable inside. Others said once you enter, you don't feel like leaving. But no one ever had a clear reason. The Sharma family got the house for cheap. A father, a mother, and their 9-year-old daughter. And for the first week, everything felt normal, though the house was quiet. Not a peaceful silence, but the kind that feels like someone is listening. On the 7th day, the mother noticed that her daughter no longer wanted to play outside. She would just sit in her room staring at the wall, and when asked, she would say she liked it here. One afternoon, there was a knock at the door, and outside stood a girl whose age was hard to tell, with a calm face and tired eyes. She looked inside the house and softly said, "You shouldn't go out too much." And when the father stared at her strangely, she gave a faint smile and walked away. After that day, the house slowly began to tighten its grip. Clocks would often stop. Even with the door open, no one felt like stepping outside. Nights were not frightening, just unnaturally deep with sleep, and the mother realized she no longer missed her parents' home. The daughter started talking to someone at night, and when asked, she said, "That sister says this house understands us." And one night she added, "She stayed here too." The father then spoke to the oldest man in the village, who told him about a lonely girl who once lived in that house, kept in the upstairs room because she was afraid of the outside world. One night a fire broke out. Everyone escaped, but the upstairs room remained closed forever. That's when the father understood that the girl who came to their door was the same one. She didn't want revenge. She didn't want to scare anyone. She just didn't want anyone to leave. Slowly, the Sharma family stopped going outside altogether. Phones went silent, memories of relatives faded, and the house was no longer just a house, but their entire world. On the final night, the daughter told her mother, "Sister says everything is fine now." And for the first time, the mother felt real fear and tried to leave, but even with the door open, her feet wouldn't move. The next morning, villagers came and found the house open with everything inside untouched, but the Sharma family never came out because they weren't dead and they weren't trapped. They had chosen to stay, and now the villagers say that people don't disappear from that house. They simply stop being seen outside, and sometimes at night, laughter can be heard coming from within, not one voice, but many, because that girl never wanted to be alone, and now she never is.